Picture a quaint, peaceful town where everyone knows everyone, where the most exciting event is the annual bake-off at the town fair. Now imagine that peace shattered by an event so unexpected it sends shock waves through the heart of the community. The year is 1978, the town, Crestwood, a small community nestled in the heart of rural America. On a chilly February morning, a well-respected local man, George Baker, simply vanishes, leaving no trace, no clue, and a mystery that would haunt Crestwood for decades. George Baker, a friendly, unassuming man in his early 50s, owned the town's only hardware store. Known for his affable nature and willingness to lend a helping hand, George was a pillar of Crestwood, making his sudden disappearance all the more baffling. On the day of his disappearance, George had opened his store as usual, exchanged pleasantries with the early customers, and then vanished. His store was found locked in the middle of the day, a sight never seen in the town's history. The cash register untouched, the store undisturbed. The local sheriff, a man named Bill Harper, took the lead on the investigation. Harper, a seasoned lawman with 2 decades of service under his belt, was a close friend of George. As he delved into the investigation, he found himself grappling with a mystery that defied logic. No one had seen George leave his store. His car remained parked in its usual spot. There were no signs of struggle, no indications of foul play. George Baker had vanished into thin air. As the weeks turned into months, the investigation turned up more questions than answers. Several theories began to circulate. Was George a victim of a random act of violence? Had he been abducted? Or had he simply walked away from his life? The town was divided. Some believed George had met a tragic end, while others held on to hope that he was alive somewhere. George's disappearance cast a shadow over Crestwood, a shadow that has lingered to this day. So what happened to George Baker? Despite exhaustive efforts, the investigation yielded no concrete leads. The case eventually went cold, leaving the town with a mystery that would never be solved. Here are some questions that still linger. Why would a man, so embedded in his community, vanish without a trace? How could someone disappear from a busy store in broad daylight and not be seen by a single soul? Could someone in the town have been involved in his disappearance? Or did George, for reasons unknown, choose to walk away from his life in Crestwood? The mystery of George Baker's disappearance remains unsolved, a haunting reminder of the fragility of peace and the enduring power of a community's memory.